In this video, we're going to be taking a look at the three most crucial key battleground states that will determine the winner in the 2024 presidential election between the likely nominees, former President Donald Trump and incumbent President Joe Biden. And these three states will likely put either candidate, whomever the winner of these three states are, above 270, making them win. So these are the most important three states out of all the swing states. These are the most important three. These states include Arizona, Georgia, and the Rust Belt state of Wisconsin. Those are the three most key, most crucial of them all battleground states. The most important battleground states of them all: Arizona, Georgia, and Wisconsin heading into 2024. And this map, you're seeing the states filled red and blue. These are the most likely outcome, other than the gray states filled in gray. So actually, Nevada, I'm going to leave it as toss-up for now. But let's say if Donald Trump does end up winning Nevada, it still doesn't put him above 270. Let's say Trump does get Nevada and Trump gets Georgia, and let's say Biden gets Arizona and Trump gets Wisconsin. So if Trump gets Wisconsin, Nevada, and Georgia, hear me out. If Trump gets Nevada, Wisconsin, and Georgia, but loses Arizona, he loses the election. That's how crucial the state of Arizona is, because Trump can win all three of Nevada. Trump can win Wisconsin. Trump can even win Georgia. And if he just loses Arizona, it still costs him the election. All Joe Biden needs, pretty much, out of all these swing states is Michigan, Pennsylvania, and Arizona, and that will put him on the top to 270. Joe Biden only needs Arizona, he only needs Michigan, and he only needs Pennsylvania, and that will automatically put him above 270. So Joe Biden just needs three swing states to basically put him up above 270. And Donald Trump needs more than that. So Biden already has an advantage heading into 2024. All Joe Biden needs is these three states: Pennsylvania, Michigan, and Arizona. And that puts him over the top to 270. Donald Trump, on the other hand, even if Trump wins Nevada, even if Trump wins Wisconsin, even if Trump wins Georgia, but if he loses Arizona, even though he still wins these three states, he still is below 270 at 267. So these states are very crucial. No matter who the winner is in Arizona, if that candidate wins Arizona, they most likely win the election. No matter who is the winner in Georgia, whether that candidate wins Georgia, they are most likely to win the election. No matter who wins Wisconsin, whether either candidate wins Wisconsin, they are most likely to win the election. So whoever wins Wisconsin is most likely to win the election. Whoever wins Arizona is most likely to win it all. And same goes for the state of Georgia. That's how crucial Arizona, Georgia, Wisconsin, these three states are out of all of these states. Arizona, Georgia, Wisconsin are the most crucial ones, and they will be the closest. They will be decided by under 1%, and I know this for a fact, and we actually have some analysts back from 2020. So back in 2020, Joe Biden only won the state by around 0.4%. Hear me out. That is less than a percentage point. That's how dead close it was in 2020. He only won it by 0.4. And it obviously costed Trump the election. And Donald Trump can very well take the state of Arizona in 2024. Don't get me wrong, because Joe Biden only won it by 0.4. And if you take a look at Georgia, Biden only won that by 0.3, even less. Joe Biden won Arizona by 0.1 more than he did with Georgia. So Arizona is definitely a little bit more Democrat, I would say. I think we can all agree. Arizona is more Democrat than Georgia is, because first of all, Georgia has a Republican governor, Brian Kemp, while Arizona has a Democratic governor. So Arizona is more of a Democratic state than Georgia is. Let me just put that out the way. So Georgia is a little bit more to the right, while Arizona is a little bit more to the left, even though they are still both toss-up states. And then even if you go up north to Wisconsin, the Rust Belt state, Joe Biden only won Wisconsin by roughly 0.6%. So all of these three crucial states that I just named in this video, which I'm talking about in this video, Arizona, Georgia, and Wisconsin, were all three of them were decided by less than a percentage point. Wisconsin only went to Biden by 0.6. Arizona only went to Biden by 0.4, and Georgia, even less, went to Joe Biden by only 0.3. So, they are likely to be decided again by under 1% in 2024 is what I'm trying to say, which is why Arizona, Georgia, and Wisconsin, these three states, are the most crucial, because they were decided by under 1% in 2020, and they are likely to be decided by less than under 1% again in 2024. And it's pretty obvious at this point. And as for these other states, if you want me to talk about these other states, you're probably like, oh, why aren't you talking about Michigan? Why aren't you talking about Pennsylvania? Well, they are going to be very close in 2024. Don't get me wrong. But, I mean, Michigan is pretty much comfortably leaning towards Joe Biden in 2024. I don't think Trump has a fair shot at it. I mean, he did win in 2016. He very well can in 2024. But based off of trends in the state of Michigan, it's definitely not going to the Republicans in 2024 anytime soon. Gretchen Whitmer just recently destroyed the Republican candidate for governor by double digits. Gretchen Whitmer won by double digits. Michigan is definitely not going to Trump in 2024. I just don't see it. So, I mean, there's nothing really much to talk about there. And then same as for Pennsylvania, I think Donald Trump definitely has more of a shot at winning Pennsylvania than he does in Michigan. But, I mean, even though Trump does have a better shot at Pennsylvania rather than Michigan, I still don't think he can win Pennsylvania. I mean, he definitely can. But do I see him is the question? Probably not. Not at this point. Things can definitely change as we get closer to the Iowa caucuses. And as we get closer to actually November 5th, I believe, in 2024, then yes, my prediction will change, obviously, from now till then. But as of right now, I have Pennsylvania slightly going to Joe Biden, and I have Michigan pretty comfortably leaning towards Joe Biden. So let's pretty much put those states aside from this video. And we're just going to be mainly discussing Arizona, Georgia, and Wisconsin, and maybe even Nevada. Nevada is pretty much could be decided by a percentage point as well, because Joe Biden, keep in mind, only won by 2%. So let's say Trump wins Nevada, Trump wins Georgia, because he very well can in 2024. Trump even wins Wisconsin. He's still below 270. Trump wins Nevada. Hear me out. Trump wins Georgia. Trump wins Wisconsin. He's still below 270. That proves to you that Joe Biden has an advantage based off of the electoral map heading into 2024. Donald Trump can win the three most crucial states in 2024. Nevada, Georgia, Wisconsin, and still get below 270. All Biden needs is Arizona, Pennsylvania, and Michigan. What I'm trying to say is Joe Biden can afford to lose Georgia. Joe Biden can afford to lose Nevada. Joe Biden can afford to lose Wisconsin. Meanwhile, he still can win the election while losing those three states. All he needs is Arizona, Michigan, and Pennsylvania, which are very high chance at this point. So what I'm trying to say is Joe Biden does have this electoral advantage heading into 2024, and this pretty much proves to you. Now, 267 for Trump and 271 for Joe Biden. And Joe Biden just has the advantage at this point. And he's also, I believe he raised $72 million so far, while Trump's just at like $30 million. Joe Biden is raising way more compared to Donald Trump, and he has an electoral map advantage because Joe Biden can afford to lose Nevada, Georgia, and Wisconsin and still end up winning the election only by taking Arizona, Pennsylvania, and Michigan. So, Donald Trump can make 3 gains. Donald Trump can flip 3 states. Donald Trump can flip Georgia. He can flip Nevada. He can flip Wisconsin and still somehow lose. And 2024 will be the closest election, I think, in American... it will be one of the closest elections in American history because you have these 2 unpopular candidates going at it with each other. And I think 2024 will definitely have way less turnout than it did in 2020. I think the 2024 election will have way less turnout than the election in 2020 did, obviously. And I think people will turn out to not to vote in 2024 because you have these 2 unpopular candidates. And it's either you hate Donald Trump and you hate Biden, but you're going to favor Biden over Trump, or you hate Biden and you hate Trump, but you're going to favor Trump over Biden. It's literally either or at this point. And that's what I'm saying. I just think then there's not going to be a lot of turnout for 2024 because you have these two unpopular presidents, and Joe Biden already has an electoral map advantage because he can afford to lose those 3 states and still somehow win just by taking Arizona, Pennsylvania, and Michigan, and he still wins the election. So Joe Biden has an electoral map advantage heading into 2024 is the message I'm trying to put out in this video. And these 3 states filled in gray, Arizona, Georgia, and Wisconsin, are the 3 most crucial battleground states of them all heading into 2024. And like I said earlier, either candidate, whoever is the winner in Arizona, is likely to win the election. If Trump wins Arizona, he's likely to win the election. If Biden wins Arizona, he's likely to win the election. And same goes for these other states. Georgia, if Trump wins Georgia, he is likely to win the election, even though he still can win Georgia and still lose the election if Biden takes Arizona. But if Biden wins Georgia, it's pretty much over for Trump. Biden wins Georgia, he wins the election, most likely. And same goes for Wisconsin. If Trump wins Wisconsin, he has a very good shot at winning the election, even though he still can win in Wisconsin and still lose the election if Biden gets Arizona. As you see, it puts him at 271. And on the other side, if Joe Biden wins Wisconsin, he's likely to win the election. So that's what these 3 key states filled in gray on your screen will likely come down to. They will all be decided by under 1%, and they will all be basically whoever wins these 3 states most likely win the election. Winner takes it all at this point. Whoever wins Arizona, they take it all. Whoever wins Georgia, they take it all pretty much. Whoever wins Wisconsin, they take it all. So there you guys go. Let me know your opinions, thoughts in the comment section down below. Make sure to subscribe for more 2024 election analysts just like in this video.